Hello everybody, I hope that you are doing very well and welcome to today's cryptocurrency technical analysis where, I have a very good video for you today because we are going to be diving together into the Bitcoin charts and going to be going over some extremely important levels that you need to be aware of for the week to come here on the Bitcoin chart. I'm going to be going over, as well as that, some of the really key reactions and why we saw those reactions. So basically, you need to pay full attention, block out all the distractions, give me your full focus for the next 15 minutes, because I will be teaching you exact reasons why we're putting in highs and lows on this chart and what we are looking for next. So without further ado, let's hope you're as excited as I am for this video, because I know you're going to absolutely love it, because this is information you're not going to see anywhere else. So let's begin. Picking up right where we left off my last video, and that's where I was in a short position on Bitcoin. I was in a short position. I gave one key level to the downside, and that was this, 22,459,495. And why was this a key level for me? Obviously, it was the region where we could see this swing failure pattern, failed auction, taking out the lows. So this is where it comes down to making a plan, no? If we just add back on that technical analysis so you can really see what's happened here. Okay, we obviously know the reason why we put in the prior high on the 20th of July, reason why we put the low in on the 26th of July, the reason why we put in the high on the 30th of July. Obviously, this was the top of our channel, this was the middle of the channel on the weekly daily level, and this low, why was this low put in? Well, it come down to the key level zone of support that I gave you from the last video period. This is the reason why we bounced where we bounced. CC Paul send their regards. But being serious here, obviously this was a key level of support. Okay, and what was really interesting was the way that we started to, people were starting to doubt, are we going to hit this level? Maybe Daniel's wrong. Maybe we're going to miss his level totally. This is kind of what we kind of, this is a positive thing when people start to do this, because what's happening is people are then starting to long here, and what's happening, perfect, longing here with their stop loss below the lows. So we're starting to build a lot of liquidity. You start to see this where you're forming like 4 equal lows. It's like, oh, madre mia, come and give me that liquidity, because it is coming. It's just a matter of time. And well, obviously come up, took the highs for even more simple support resistance flip, and we finally came last night down to that level we were ready and waiting for, ladies and gentlemen. Absolute perfection. You can see come down, hit the level. That's the reaction that we want to see off that level. That is a really nice reaction, and I've got even some more further insights to aid you and help you understand what exactly went on here, and why did we get this bounce that we have seen. Well, pay attention, because this is what you're not going to see anywhere else. This was the key level that we had hit. I want to talk you through. This is from the coaches only channel that I have. Okay, so you can see price finally come down and took the lows and hit the key level of support that we were ready and waiting for. Okay, so this is obviously our key support zone that I gave you for free in the last video. Okay, so we come down and hit that level, and what happened when we come down and hit that level, we started to form those bullish CVD divergences. Remember when we put in the high up here and we formed bearish CVD divergences? Well, we flip it, we hit support, and we form bullish CVD divergences. On top of that, we also had a bullish CCV setup today as well, which has now played out, by the way. But we also had the bullish CCV setup with bullish CVD divergences on top of hitting a key level of support that we've had. So you can understand, well, probably pretty high probabilities that this bounce has occurred now. Obviously, we've now seen the bounce to the upside. But there's one final thing here that I'd like to bring your attention to, and it was the exact dollar of support. Of course, for free, I gave this zone of support, but in the group, I actually gave the exact dollar, okay? And I want to show you this because it was actually given. This level was given back on, well, it was a while ago when I gave this level. It was like on the 20, yeah, there you go. It was back on the 27th of July, and I gave the 22,350 as a very important support zone. Okay, so you might think, why is this an important support zone? Well, this is the level 22,350. Again, identified back on the 27th of July, 22,350. Look here at the candles and the POCs. Okay, so this was the level that I gave, 22,350, as written inside of the coaches only channel, 22,350, 22,400. This is the reaction that we got. The exact dollar low here on Exo chart showing up as 22,350. Here's the live view. If you'd like to see this live, let's just refresh this so you can see. I'm going to show you, watch here at the left, 22,350. Yeah, this was from the high. This was the exact low put in last night. 22,350. Let me just emphasize this one more time. 22,350, a local support based off of this view on ExoCharts. I'm not going to lie, I don't want you to think like, oh my God, Daniel's trying to brag here. I'm just totally ultra proud about that. That for me is just like, that makes me happy. That truly makes me happy. I forget about everything else that's going on in the world. I see this and I just think, that's really, 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 really good. I impressed myself. So yeah, that was kind of a special level that I gave inside the group, and to see it hit like that to the low last night, then you can see we hit that dollar low on ExoCharts. We formed the bullish CVD divergences on the bullish CV setup, and we obviously come up and we hit the target of that really perfectly for the rejection. Okay, and now we're starting to move on to what's happening now. So we'll come down on a lower term time frame. We'll add back on this fixed range. Okay, so this is the local range that we're trading, and you can see how we've come up and we've rejected currently off the value area high. So there's a few things that we can be approaching this next. So I've talked you through essentially why I've already talked to you in prior videos why we rejected here, why we bounced here, why we rejected up here, and now I've taught you through why we bounced here. And again, none of this is hindsight. These were levels given days, weeks in advance, some of these levels. So we're ready and prepared for these levels well in advance before they are hit. Okay, and then once they're hit, you see this type of reaction, you see the low put into the levels that we're ready and waiting for, you see those bullish CVD divergences after that, you see reclaims of the previous day value area low, the CCV setups, and of course, then the highest probabilities are we've hit support, we've seen a bullish reaction, we've changed market structure, you get a bounce. It really is that simple. And now we've got a local range to be trading. So you can see within this local range, we obviously got a clear marked out value area high, well respected in the past. And we've obviously got a value area low, well respected in the past. I really enjoy seeing this. So what we can say is we got this support locally at around 22,750, 22,800. Really important level, mark it down. Of course, this is our current support level. If you lose that level, then it flips into large resistance and we can look for new lows. But currently that would be our support level on the intraday. Just like this is our support, this is our resistance level on the intraday. Once again, if you break that level and you flip it as support, we could actually be looking up to 23,800, which is our key level of resistance. But currently we have a range to be trading. If we lose the range low, we look for new lows. If we break the range high, I'd look for 23,800. So you can kind of understand my thought process that's going on with when I'm trading. It's, well, like I said in the last video, I'm short. I know the level that I'm ready and waiting for. That's my plan. I'm going to stick to it. We hit the level. What happens? I see the reaction. I make an informed decision. I see it's bouncing. You know, clearly take profits on shorts and you go look for those long positions. What happens? You come back up to your resistance. You complete an intraday setup. This is definitely where you can be taking profits and you can be flipping into the scalp short. If you get stopped out of that, well, simply you can look for your next level to the upside. So it's all based off of level to level trading and trading off of the reaction that's formed. Okay, I'm trying to keep this public video here really as simplistic as possible. Of course, we can go much more in depth, but I don't want to confuse people. I'm trying to keep this to the basic core of our understandings. Doing our technical analysis, marking out the levels. When those levels are hit, we're checking the reaction. Okay, is the reaction bullish at support? Look for long. If there's no reaction at all, stay in shorts, look for lower. So it's level to level trading based off our technical analysis, not getting bearish at support, not getting bullish at resistance. Trading a range until it breaks. If it breaks, take a loss on the trade. Trust me, in trading, we're going to take losses. It's part of the game. There's nothing to be scared or worried about as long as you have your risk management in place. Please place a lot of focus and attention on your risk management. That's the reason why most people lose at trading, because they don't even place a stop loss. They don't know what risk management is. You know, they're just coming in here and gambling. And that's the quickest way to get wrecked fast. Okay, that's why at Chart Champions we place such an emphasis on having a plan, understanding proper risk management, having your journal in place. This is such a full focus of our group because, well, from experience, I've been doing this over 10 years, I can tell you that it's very, very, very much the most important thing, of course, along with the psychology, of course, in the market. So I've given you in this video why we've rejected where we rejected from. Well, that was more in the last videos, why I was short, but why we found support where we did, then the reaction that we saw at those lows, well, the exact dollar low as well, I've also talked about. Okay, why we then bounced where we did with those bullish CVD divergences after hitting the low where we put in the low, and then the levels that we are looking for next. There's just a few things that I'd like to end with here that are truly important, and the first one is a really good positive announcement for you, and that is that all of the champions, existing and new customers coming in, that is that you now have the chance to win a free private session with our expert coaches. Okay, so it's essentially like a raffle. Anybody, all existing and new customers coming in at the champions level, you are now open to be winning a free private coaching session with one of the coaches. So this is our new little bonus for this month. So yeah, if you're interested in winning that, then obviously you can come over to Chart Champions. And that's open for the champions level with the free coaching to be won there. So that's just one announcement that I wanted to start with. And the second one is more of a personal, just a personal thing for me, and it's that I just want to remind myself almost. Like some of these videos, I do it almost for myself. For me, this is like a nice way to reflect on what's happened and what I'm looking for next. Like put my thoughts into words in a video. I kind of like to do this for you, but also I enjoy doing it. But I want to remind everybody, including myself, that all the money in the world cannot buy good health. That's really important to remember. We are all born the same way. We all die the same way. Nobody's better than everybody else. We're all on the exact same level. Yes, some people have advantages in terms of money, skills, talents, but at the end of the day, everybody is the exact same way. We all wake up the same way. We all go to sleep the same way. So at the end of the day, it's really important to remind ourselves this daily. Your brother, your sister, anybody next to you, we're all exactly the same. And at the end of the day, the billionaires, they have no advantage in terms of they cannot buy good health per se. Yeah. So it's important to remember that. So love trading, love what we do, but also remember the money that we're making to support the family and friends. This is why you start trading now, I would imagine. You start trading because you want to support yourself, you want to support your family, you want to support your friends. That's the goal, is the financial freedom. It's the monetary gains at the end of the day. It's why you do this, but don't get so fixated on the money that you forget about why you're doing this. Yeah, it's easy to become so wrapped up in the computer, you forget to do something as simple to just say, hey, I love you. And I think it's just, a nice way for me to remind myself and remind everybody at the end of the day, just love everybody, treat everybody positively, just spread love. Just spread as much love as possible. There's enough negativity in this world. So if we can try and spread a little bit of happiness to everybody, I think that's the message that I'd like to end with. Also just a reminder to myself that as well. Yeah, that's really important to remember. So yeah, I just want to say thank you, honestly, from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. All the support, all the love. I really appreciate every single message, and I'm not going to get emotional. I'm just going to say, honestly, thank you. To see that impact and help that we're able to produce with these videos, for me, is just absolutely outstanding. Truly is. Yeah, well, I mean, there was this one person, this was yesterday, somebody told me, I'm forever grateful for you and your teachings and changing my life. I'm retired with 7 figures at a young age, and all credits to you, mad respect, King. Like, it's like this, my reply, literally, it melts my heart. And those type of messages, changing people's lives, like that's why we're doing this. That's why we're doing this. And to see it come to fruition is powerful. And, yeah, I'm just very happy, to be honest, with that. So yeah, I'm just going to end with that. Thank you so much. I love you all. I'm happy to see people's trading improving, and I wish you the best weekend. Go out and spend it with, if you have time, spend it with your friends, spend it with your family. Show anybody on love. Go up to a random person on the street, tell them they look beautiful. The cashier, say, I love you. Love your nails. I love your face. Like just spread some positivity and love. People are surprised when you give compliments to random people in the streets, but guess what? No one's gonna find it weird. No one's gonna be like, oh, this guy gave me they're gonna love it, as long as it comes from the heart and it's sincere. People can tell when you're sincere. Obviously, don't just say something to say something, but when it comes from the heart, people know that. I believe, and yeah, just go out and spread some love this weekend. Trust me, you'll make someone's day. That's all I'm going to end with. Thank you ever so much. I love you all. I hope you've enjoyed the analysis. I hope you've enjoyed the levels. Again, if you want more, it's over at chartchampions.com. And of course, now for the champions level, you can, existing and new customers can win this free expert coaches session. So yeah, that's a little bit of a bonus for you. So thank you ever so much, everybody. I'll catch you in the next video. And of course, I'll end with no financial advice in this video, just an entertainment, educational video only. Thank you. I love you and goodbye. Cheers.